Friday Night Lights, sponsored by Isabella Bank.
And welcome to week 8 of Friday Night Lights. After today, just one regular season game remains. But tonight, several teams took home conference championships.
That's right, Mark. Meaningful football being played all over Mid-Michigan tonight. We'll have several of those games during our double-digit highlights tonight.
We'll also show our WNEM play of the night and announce our 3 finalists for next Friday's game of the week.
Jam-packed show, so let's get after it.
Friday Night Lights Game of the Week, sponsored by Flint Bishop Airport.
The SPSAL South title on the line as Grand Blanc hosted Davidson, both teams 7-0. The Bobcats' Jake Morrow steps back to throw. He has to dodge multiple defenders, and he finds Ashton Brown wide open, and he has an opening in front of him and makes it to the goal line for the touchdown. What a play, and what a shot by Chris as well, a weather guy with the video take on that one. Grand Blanc would also show off their running game as Jeremiah Coleman shakes his way through the defense, and off he goes all the way to the end zone for another Bobcats score. They would go on a 35-0 run. Just for the half, Jackson Dosh looks, and he would have to avoid a pair of tackles. He would throw it up and find Cortez Porter alone for the touchdown to try and get them back into the game. But Grand Blanc was too good tonight. Morrow finds Kayston Sendry on the slant, and he makes the moves, and there he goes, and he is taken down, but just breaks the goal line for the touchdown. Morrow would have 5 touchdowns in the game as Grand Blanc wins 57-29 and remain unbeaten and wins the SPL South title.
Staying in the SPL South, Saginaw United traveling to take on Carman Ainsworth. The Phoenix looking to get outside, but Tyree Moore, as the right is, gets to the runner, throws him down. The U would get rolling, though. The game's going to be to Jovel Robinson. The senior punches it in for the touchdown. The Phoenix start rolling. This time it's Jordan Allen finding Marcel McLean. He makes the grab in the end zone. Saginaw United gets the win 14-8.
Now let's transition to the Saginaw Valley League North. Mount Pleasant with a chance to win the conference title. The 7-0 Oilers needing a win at home over Midland High tonight. Second half, Xavier Kruger makes the quick throw over to Jack Mazurkiewicz. Makes a nice move to shake a defender before he ends up being brought down for a 25-yard gain. Kruger tries to go through the air again, but Iman Murray has something to say about that. Wrestles him down for the sack. Fourth quarter now, the Oilers give it to Graham Phillips. Watch as he just bounces his way through the pile, picks up the first down, and then Phillips just refusing to go down. It took nearly the entire team. Near the goal line, Oilers give it back to Phillips, punches it in for the touchdown as Mount Pleasant takes the conference title with the win tonight, 10-0. Now staying in the SPL North, Bay City Western welcome Traverse City West to town, and the Titans with some smash mouth football. And here comes McClellan getting the handoff, fights up through the middle, gets through some Warrior tackles into the red zone. Then it's quarterback Braden Tillman looking to throw, connects over to Aiden Jacobs for the score to add on to TCW's lead. Warriors now trying to find some offense, but Bryce Sarnowski is going to try to go from the air. And this pass is going to be long and deep, but ends up getting intercepted by Dylan Dunklow. Just not the Warriors' Knights as they fall to the Titans 36-7.
Over to a non-conference showdown between Lapeer and Dow happening in Midland. The Chargers entering this matchup with only 1 loss this season. Dow in full control just before the half. Garland's Randolph takes the handoff, reaches for the goal line. Ball pops out, but that's ruled a touchdown. Chargers took a 36-point lead into the half, and they would keep pouring it on. Early second half, Nate Schwartz connects with Riley Crenshaw, and he shakes a tackle for a nice gain. Then it was Randolph again taking the pitch. He bounces it outside. He would find the end zone. Chargers roll in this one 50-0.
Let's zone in on the Tri-Valley Conference now. Frankenmuth and Freeland meeting up tonight with a conference title on the line. If the Eagles win, they take it outright. If the Falcons win, it's a 3-way tie with Swan Valley. Game tied at 13, fourth quarter. Frankenmuth hands it off, and Brody Guess is right there. Big time stop by the senior. Eagles keep pounding it. They give it to Cash Tedford. He gets around the outside, shoulders his way in for the touchdown. Frankenmuth takes the lead. The Eagles would then seal the game on this play. Less than 75 seconds left. Leighton Horde muscles his way in. Frankenmuth gets the win tonight 27-13 and takes the conference outright. Well, staying in the TVC, Swan Valley is 6-1 entering tonight's game with Alma. Vikings bringing out the trick plays early. Keller Bedford throws it to Jamison Pell, who then finds Camden Reynolds wide open downfield. Student section loving that. Swan Valley keeps on rolling. Bedford fires it to Reynolds this time. Gonna muscle his way for a solid gain. That would set this up. The give gonna be to Byron Wilson. He punches it in for the Vikings as Swan Valley would get the win 44-6.